I am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know the game play, that me not say it. If me never seen a game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment. Let me know what your thoughts are.
Yo, watch about dog, SK New Erdis, the body out there, Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Ocho-Race, Galtigo Bay, everywhere. I Am Sure Sports, check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like, yeah, someone on for the food from we young, from we there, you need height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.
Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching us from. Right now, I am Omar Stennett. They call me Manning's Man. And welcome to I Am Sure Sports. Another episode, another day to give thanks in spite of all life circumstances. You know, we give thanks to the Most High God for the preservation of life in these trying and difficult times. Today we have a special show lined up for you. In fact, we have 3 shows that we're doing today. We have this show focusing on the Diamond League, and then at 2 we'll be back again doing our weekly EPL preview show. As you know, the games were changed to this Friday, and so tomorrow the JPL games will be played in Jamaica, and we will be discussing those games. And then later on in the evening at 6 we have our EPL banter show, where we have fans from all the major clubs discussing what they think about their team coming into this weekend. All right, so look out for that. That's going to happen later. Again, once you come on, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Today I'm going to have with me Pioneer. You know Pioneer very well. He's always on with me, especially when it comes on to discussing track and field. Very versed, very knowledgeable. I see Coach Minzy on from the coach's desk. Yeah, man. Also a big track and field guru. And check out his show. That is the coach's desk. And so he's here with us. Hopefully, if he has some time, he's a very busy man. He can chime in and share with us, you know, his thoughts and some of what we will be discussing. But without any further ado, I'm going to add Pioneer, and then we're going to preview some races, and as we look forward to today's Diamond League. Pioneer, good morning, sir.
Blessings, mornings, and blessings to the viewers.
Yeah, man. Come on, greet the viewers, man. The viewers want to hear more of that from you. The viewers want to know why you're always arguing. And every day I see a post in some of the Facebook thing, the people them keep questioning why Pioneer don't listen. So I'm saying I don't have that problem, and if we that over on the I think is it the Sports Explosion? They always have why Pioneer don't listen when they come on the radio. Talk to the people.
Yeah, but we listen to sensible reasoning, you know, when I really listen to folly, you know, when I listen to. And like everything else in life, there's always another perspective, you know. So if the perspective makes sense, then we are open to reasoning and understanding. But if it's some nonsensical thing, then you know that. You know, some people hold on to certain views when it comes on to life and sports. You know, sometimes my views differ, so I'm always here to expound and express my views. You know?
Yeah, man. All right. Wonderful, Pioneer. So today we're looking at some Diamond League. What are any expectations? Any particular
Uh,
thing?
the
Um,
Lausanne Diamond League is on today. Starts 1 o'clock Jamaica time. Exciting program. Actually, the organizers has boasted that they have the most Olympic gold medalists of any of the Diamond Leagues, and they are right. They have an array of gold medalists across many different events. Highlighting the thing is the women's 100 meter, but we'll discuss that. We'll be discussing that later on. But there's also wide-ranging Jamaican participation across many events. Lausanne is one of those tracks that over the years have proven to be a good track, a fast track. Just a little reminder for Jamaicans, this was a track that Johan Blake ran 9:69 on. That time was ran into a headwind actually. So Lausanne is actually a fast track. Shelley and Fraser Price in 2019, after in her comeback season, went to Lausanne and outside of the World Championship, that was where she ran her fastest time for the year. She ran a 10:7 on that track. So Lausanne is one of those tracks that the Jamaicans always do well whenever they go there. So we're looking for some exceptional performances today in Lausanne.
all right. I think before we go any further, I don't know if you're aware of that breaking news. Um, Rashid Broadbell will be out of the 110 hurdles for male.
No, that is just coming to light. I'm gonna check I had checked the start list up to last night, and he was slated to perform. I look at it.
Reliable
And I look
source, you know.
over it.
When you hear Coach Minzy say it, you
No
know.
man, coach means it. Coach means
Reliable.
it. Sources are most impeccable, man. So
Impeccable. There you go, sir.
that could be something that is a recent occurrence. So
Yeah.
kind of sad. He started the season on a high, and have been having issues. Have been having issues. I'm actually looking at the start list now, and he's off the start list. He has
There
been
you go.
replaced on the start list by Smet from the Netherlands. So unfortunate for him. Um, he's out.
I
I
think I
guess the
think
reasoning
I think Coach
still.
Minzy is saying he got injured this morning. Very
Whoa,
unfortunate.
whoa, so unfortunate.
Yeah. But
Still have.
we're gonna talk about that race a little later. But
Yeah,
let's bring
definitely.
up we're gonna bring up the start list for the first event we're gonna look at, which is the 400 meters hurdles for women. Right? That's what we want to look at first. The 400
Yeah.
meter.
In that race we have from a Jamaican standpoint we have Leah Nugent and Jenny Russell. Russell have had a decent season. Fourth at the Olympics, and have been running PB this year. Have been having a good season. The MVP camp is based in Europe. I'm looking for a good performance from her. However,
Yeah.
in this race also we have Dalila Mohammed, who continues to show great form this season. She ran at the in Eugene, ran 22:77, which is an impressive time. We have Femke Bowl making her first appearance after the Olympics, and she had a very good pre-Olympic program. She was unbeaten up to the time of the Olympics. So I'm expecting her to come good. I'm expecting her to come good in this race today in Lausanne. Shamir Little, who is another good American contestant. She was fourth in the American trials, just missed out on qualifying for the Olympics. Was beaten by the youngster Anna Crackwell for that third spot. Will be in the lineup today also. I am expecting Shamir Little to turn up. She's one of those consistent performers who always seem to be there or thereabout. When it comes to the Diamond League circuit. She has had some battles with Femke Bowl, in the pre-Olympic Diamond Leagues. So she should be there or thereabout. I'm expecting Dalila Mohammed though to win this race, continuing her good season. She has been on the comeback after being injured early in the season and having COVID. So I'm hoping Jenny Russell can slip in there for second in a battle with well, it's gonna be difficult. And I would say Dalila Mohammed from Femke Bowl, and it is my hope that Jenny Russell can slip in for a third spot over Shamir Lick.
Yeah. Well, I think Little is ahead of Russell, and so I know that spot is going to be close, but I'm going to go with ball winning. I'm going to go with ball winning, ball winning. Mohammed second, Shamir Little. I'm going to go with in third place, and then Russell fourth, because Little has been doing well. I think even Coach Minzy just highlighted that she has been doing very well on the circuit. So I am putting her ahead of Jenny Russell. You know, but yeah, I think in Europe here I am going. I know you guys. Listen. I know the Olympics goes, but somehow I feel like some of these American athletes, they don't do so well outside of the USA, and that's the only reason why I'm going with ball. I am going to pick it. So we will see. So Coach Minzy and Pioneer both said that Mohammed is going to take it. Fenke Ball is going to be second, and I think third place there is maybe Russell can get it, or Little, and I am going with Little because like I said, Coach Minzy, she has been doing well on the circuit, and so I'm expecting her, to take this one. So we'll see how that goes. It's early in it, so at the end of it, maybe we can communicate with each other to see who gets it right. But that's my pick for the 400 meters hurdles for women. I don't think any of the major times are going to be challenged. If Sarah McLaughlin were in this race, I think, maybe the meet record could be under threat. But I don't see any of the times being threatened. I know Elaine put out a post yesterday, said that she hoped that the weather would remain, which means that it is not cold. It is but it is not hot. And Elaine is saying she likes that kind of a weather. It is not cold, but it is not hot. And that could affect how things goes in terms of maybe the athletes will perform better. All right, so that's for the 400 meters 400 meter hurdles. All right, so like I said, Pioneer and Coach Minzy believe like Dalia Mohammed will win. I am going with Fenke Ball winning, Mohammed second, Shamir Little, I think her name is, in third, and Genevieve Russell in fourth. So let's see how that one goes. But that's my pick, Pioneer. I know you and Coach Minzy are very similar in terms of the persons you pick. I think both of you have Genevieve Russell at third. Both of you have Mohammed winning and Ball coming in second. Yeah. All right.
Go ahead.
No man, you go ahead. What other event?
The next event on track I'd love to look at is the women's 400 meters. We also have some Jamaican participation in that race also. We have Candice McLeod.
Isn't she? She's the only Jamaican.
Only Jamaican in the race.
Yeah.
She'll be up against Jody Williams from from Great Britain. Quinera Hayes, the US champion, finished down the track in the finals at the 400 meters at the Olympics. Also, she'll be up against Paulino from the Dominican Republic, who was the silver medalist from the Olympics. And we also have Cedar Williams from Barbados in that race. Polish athlete Natalia Kazmarek is also in the race. She's a competitive performer. A lady we have a participant from the Netherlands and one from Switzerland, which I'm not expecting them to contend for the top places in this event. I'm very interested to see how Candice McLeod looks in this event. Personally, I'm expecting her to do well.
I'm expecting her for the silver medal because I mean she has the second best time going into this race.
She does, but Paulino looked good in the Olympics. However, she had a very hard Olympic program. I haven't seen her post-Olympics. How rested is she after the Olympics is left to be seen. You have some athletes that gear their program towards the major events, and then they kind of boil down after the major events. Candice McLeod will be based in the MVP camp in Italy, and this is the first time we are seeing her post-Olympics. So I'm expecting her to be very competitive for that gold medal. Can she beat Paulino? That's left to be seen. I'm going to pick Paulino to win this in a close battle. I have Candice McLeod for the second place, and Jody Williams. Jody Williams have been showing good form. I have Jody Williams coming in third, and Quinera Hayes for fourth, and then the other ladies battling for the places.
Minor places.
Yeah, for the minor places.
Welcome, Coach Minzy from the Coaches Desk people. Coach Minzy, what are your thoughts
Yeah,
on
man,
the
thanks for having
400 meters?
Big up yourself, Pioneer.
Blessings, Coach.
Yeah, man, me only see this morning on the explosion.
We're not hearing Coach Minzy. Oh.
You not hear me?
I'm hearing him loudly now. Clearly, loudly and clear. I'm hearing your Coach Minzy, man. I'm hearing you're coming through clearly.
Okay. So
in terms... Yeah, man, hearing you now. Go ahead, Coach.
In terms of the I don't think there's much to add to what Pioneer said. Paulina should be the favorite in that one. I'm not going to be beats her. This is a one-off race, so I mean, if McLeod can put a nice one together, she can beat Paulina. But Paulina should be the favorite in this one, in my estimation. So I'll choose Paulina. Nevertheless, if McLeod gets the upset, I wouldn't be surprised.
Coach Minzy, what I want to ask, is there a reason why a lot of the Diamond League outside of the US, many of the US athletes don't participate? Is it because of sponsor? Is it how they do their season? And then I'll ask Pioneer to go. I realize that a lot of the Diamond Leagues that are kept outside of the United States, most of their athletes don't participate. Any particular reason for that?
I would think though responsible for that, and you're probably your agent in getting meets for you, because you have a certain meets that are aligned to certain athletes, whoever they are sponsored by. So it has to do with that. From where I sit. There could be other reasons, but that's the one I could look to right now. But I've seen US athletes, man. They have been on the circuit, especially the top persons. Because when you look in this Diamond League in Lausanne, a lot of athletes from the US are represented. So I'm not certain if you're onto something with that.
Let's be all right, because I mean, All right. Pioneer, any thoughts on
Because
that?
Come on,
sorry, you see if you notice,
you have some. Go ahead, coach. Go ahead, coach. Vince.
sorry, Pioneer, I just want to make the point there. You have the American champion in Conera Haynes in this event. And if you check the the 100, the 200, quite a number of Go ahead, Pioneer. Sorry.
All right. All right. And I agree with your coach. There are some athletes who are staples on the circuit, American athletes, and we are seeing them participating. Some of them might not be in Lausanne, considering the closeness of the meet to Eugene, just a couple of days back. But come Saturday, you will see a lot of them. Like for example, Alison Felix. You'll see Alison Felix in you won't see her in this meet, but you'll see her in Paris on Saturday. Some of the major US stars, especially some of the younger ones, they have ended their season early. Like Grant Holloway has ended his season early. I think Mo has ended her season early. Sydney McLaughlin has ended her season early. But we just spoke about the 400 hurdle, and you have people like Dalila Mohammed and Shamir Little who are normally people who participate on the circuit every year. So we have a fair distribution of US athletes, but some of the major stars have indeed ended their season early, so they won't be on the circuit.
Okay, that makes sense. Like I said, they have ended their season early, so that made. I'm surprised that I haven't seen the guy Knighton.
I don't know. I don't know what is happening with him. I haven't seen him either, and that's a good segue because the next race I want to look at on the program is the men's 200 meter. It's an interesting lineup. I don't know if you want to pull that one up first, man.
Yeah, definitely.
The men's 200 meter. We have the 400 champion from the Olympic, Stephen Gardner, coming down from the 4 to run the 2. Stephen Gardner has a very good 200 meter, and I think he has a PB of 1975. I think I'm not looking at it right now, but I think his PB is 1975. He has been known to
1975. Yes.
Yeah, he has been known to run a good 200 meters. There'll be some great competition in this race for him. Fred Curley is in this race. Here we go for US participation again, and we also have Kenny Benerick in this race, who is the silver medalist from the Olympics. We also have Isaiah Young and Aaron Brown from Canada. Isaiah Young from the US and Aaron Brown from Canada. I'm expecting this to be like a really good race. Gardner probably trying to do less work at this time of the season. Just probably want to test his speed, see what he has in the tank, and being up against a good field. I'm expecting Gardner to win this. Coming off the high of winning the Olympics, I'm looking for him to run a very fast time. We possibly could see him running a PB in this race. Benerick and Fred Curley should be battling for the silver medal for me, and the others, Isaiah Young and Aaron Brown, probably finishing in that order, if a 4th and 5th. But for me, is Stephen Gardner, Kenny Benerick, Fred Curley, Isaiah Young, Aaron Brown.
Yeah, Coach Minzy, I know you're going to disagree with that one.
Yeah. I think Bednarik, the US sprinter there, he has had an awesome season on the circuit as well in this 200 meters. I'm not gonna say he's unbeatable, but I mean it should be one of those battles, 3-way battles for me. Bednarik, Stephen Gardner, and Fred Curley. I think Aaron Brown would probably give a bullet start, but for him to keep up, I don't think it will happen. But I slightly kind of agree with Pioneer.
Really?
With the winner. Yes. If he execute, he could win. He could win. But if I were to select a winner, I'm going with Bednarik from the United States.
Yeah, me too. I'm going with Bednarik. Let me tell you why, Pioneer. He just came off a loss to Noah Lyles.
Yes.
Yeah.
In at the Prefontaine Classic. I don't see him losing 2 races.
I'm going one better for your money. I'm going Stephen Gardner going 1969. Personal
Right.
best.
If you get that correct and he wins, your ratings gets another bar. Right, Coach Winzy?
Yeah, man.
But I don't think I think Bednarik had a very poor start at the Prefontaine Classic.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think like certain things in sport, it challenges the better athletes. I think how Lies behaved and celebrated at the end of that race.
Yeah.
If I were Bednarik, it would leave a sour taste in my mouth.
All right.
And so the next meet that I go to,
yeah,
I want to show him who the man is. And so that is why I think he's going to show up. It is from that perspective that I think he's going to show up at this meet. But go ahead.
For my reasoning for what I'm saying about Stephen Gardner, Bednarik has run a lot this year. Again, running on Saturday, traveling to Europe, takes a toll on the body. Stephen Gardner is quite fresh. He has run sparingly this season. I'm expecting him to finish the season strong, and that is why I'm expecting a PB from him in the 200 meters. He's fresh, he's healthy. Obviously, from his winning the Olympic, you could see that he's in good form. So I'm expecting a PB from him in the 200 meter, and he's young. He's one of those up and coming that I think have some time left in the game, and I'm expecting him to do really well today. As I said, 1969 is my prediction, but I definitely have him winning this one.
1969, you have him running.
Yes.
All right, but you know that if Bednarik runs his fastest time, he will still beat Gardner.
Yeah, I know that Bednarik has a good PB. I don't remember what his Bednarik's PB.
19.68.
Yeah, I think he has. Yeah, he ran a 1968. But as I said, Mannings, he has done a lot of running this season. Bednarik has been running a lot this season. He was running post Olympics. He ran most of those little minor races in and around the US. So Gardner being fresh, and I'm suggesting that Gardner would have been in Europe before, maybe for the last 2 to 3 weeks training. So I'm expecting him to come up good today.
All right.
That theory though, Pioneer, is a theory that works with different athletes. About athletes working on the circuit. Because when you look at Elaine, when you look at Talu, when you look at Shelley, they have been running. And they're still, even though in Elaine's case,
didn't run much before the Olympics. Elaine didn't run much. I think she had 2 races in Europe before the Olympics.
Yeah.
But Bednarik has been running from about April in a coach. From about early April, we have seen Bednarik. Most of those
he reached the Olympic final, right?
Yeah, man. He was who? Bednarik?
Yeah.
He won the silver medal.
Right.
But I'm saying
that's what I mean. And he came second behind Norwood again. In what time?
What was it?
20. Prefontaine?
Yeah, the Prefontaine.
Yeah. I'm forgetting the time that he ran.
So the point until Manning's final time, the point I'm making is that he has not dropped off in terms of his time.
Yeah.
You understand? So on that premise, I wouldn't consider him being tired and overly worked. But I understand the point that you're making. You know,
yeah, point. I would just factor in the traveling to coach. The traveling
is the traveling The traveling makes
will definitely
sense.
have an impact. Jet lag. Jet lag.
Yeah, man. Once you go there, I have no argument with that. All right, cool.
Okay.
Next event we're looking at Mannings.
Yeah.
All right, and I want to get into some Jamaican interest right now. Coach mentioned the absence of Broadbell from the 110 hurdles. So we're gonna look at that 110 meter hurdles. Very good lineup. We have 5 finalists from the Olympics. 4 finalists from the Olympics. Namely the 2 Jamaican medalists, Parchment and Levy, gold and bronze. And we have
Levy is in that one.
Yes, he's in it.
Yeah, man. Levy is there, man.
Yeah, Ronald Levy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
We have
that probably was
we
a
have-
late addition.
No, man. He has been on the program for a while, coach. He has been
But-
from last week. He has been on the program from.
Hold on there, Pioneer, because hold on there. I'm still seeing Broadbell. Well, looking at the start list up to this time right now.
No, well, actually, I'm looking at the start list with the lane assignments right now, man.
Okay.
We have Levy in 4 and Parchment in 6. Sandwiched by Devon Allen from the US. We also have Daniel Roberts, who was the other US competitor who was the third US competitor in the Olympics. He just missed out on the final though. He's in lane 7. We also have Martino Pascal Lagarde from France, who is in lane 2.
Posey's in the race?
Posey is in lane 8.
Okay.
And Posey is in lane 8. But Broadbell was on the program from it came out late. I viewed the program on Saturday, and he was in the lineup on Saturday. So I don't know. And I viewed it last night, and he was there also. So as I said, he got injured this morning. So but this should be a good race. Parchment should be beaming with confidence as the Olympic champion. Levy, on the other hand, being the Jamaican champion and feeling that might feel like he have a point to prove, might want to get one up before the Olympics. If we had expected anything from a Jamaican at the Olympics, a lot of persons would have more be looking to Levy, not to to count out Parchment, but Levy would have been the favored candidate. He actually had a good win over Omar McLeod prior to the Olympics, so he came into the Olympics in good form. This should be a really good race. I'm expecting the 2 Jamaicans to finish 1 and 2. I'm gonna say with the confidence that Parchment is having, and he's actually on the up and up. You could say coming from the preseason through the Olympics, his trajectory will be going up right now. I'm expecting him to still be in that good form that he was in at the Olympics. Should be a good race though. I'm expecting him to win in a close race over Levy. Devon Allen and Pascal Lagarde should be battling for the 3rd place for me. And Daniel Roberts and Posey were finishing a little bit down the field. So for me, it's Parchment in a close one over Levy, with Devon Allen 3rd, Pascal Lagarde 4th, and Daniel Roberts, Posey in that order.
Coach Minzy, what say you?
Hey, gentlemen, in truth and in fact, I don't like to predict
Hurdles
events and relay events,
Yeah, well, we do it.
But
Definitely
so in terms of being the bias side, I mean, normally jumps out when it comes on to these events where I have to really choose someone. So may I go with the Jamaicans 1-2. I think Levy will get the edge over Parchment this time around. And that's it for me. Levy 1, Parchment 2.
All right.
What says your man?
You know that I like Pascal. What Levy is my hurdler, because I tell people that like he's so technically good that he rarely has mishaps, and he normally closes out his race, says very fast. I think if people have problems, Levy wins again. Like you almost have to hurdle perfectly to beat Ronald Levy. Any mistake you make, Levy wins. And I think that, like Coach Mindy said, most of the other athletes are prone to mistakes. So I have to keep picking Levy because he's the most composed hurdler I've seen in a long time. I know people say Grant Holloway is like that as well, but I saw him crumble. Well, I don't want to say crumble. I saw him making errors at the Olympics. But what I want to ask, let me start with Coach Minzy. I haven't seen Omar McLeod in any of the Diamond Leagues since the Olympics, and this is the second one on the circuit. I know that he's not listed for the one in Paris. Any particular reason?
I think he has probably shut down his season.
Whoa.
I'm thinking that because we have not seen him.
That's surprising. And any word pioneer? Anything?
No, I haven't heard anything from Omar McLeod. Don't know what's happening with him at all. We haven't heard anything. I haven't seen any bulletin coming through regarding him. Normally, he's active on social media. I haven't seen any postings coming through. So I'm suspecting like Coach Minzy, because of the disappointment of probably not making the Olympics. He's probably called it an early season with a hope probably of coming back strong in 2022. We haven't heard any reports of him being injured or anything like that. So it could only be for the reason of him shutting down the season. I haven't seen him on the Paris lineup either. So
he's not on it.
Next event I want to look at, Mannings, is an interesting event. It's a part of the program, even though it's not a Diamond League race. But they have included it on the program.
4x1 women.
No, man, the 400 meter for men. The 400 meter for men on this program. It's not a Diamond League race, but they have included it. But I have particular interest in this race because Superman himself, Carson Warhol, has opted to run the 400 meter.
Yes, he's in it.
Yes. All right. This race was scheduled to be run in Eugene, but I don't know, for some reason it was scrapped off the Eugene program. Because he was scheduled to run the 400 meters in Eugene, but I don't know what happened, but it didn't manifest. But now it's on the program for Lausanne. He's up against a decent field. Will London from the US. We know Will London is a perennial contender in the 400 meter. We have also Vernon Norwood, who is always on the circuit, always running sub 45 runner, always comes up good at these meets. Also in this race is Isaac McQuarrie. So it's a decent lineup. We have Dubba from the Netherlands. We also have Bon Vicia from the Netherlands. So these are two of the Netherlands. Netherlands are decent 4x4 squad. And these two gentlemen are, I think, Dubba is a sub 44 runner. Don't quote me on that. I think he went sub 44 earlier this year. Sub 45 earlier this year. So this should be an interesting race. I'm interested to see what Warhol can do. If he can run 45, 90, yeah.
Hold on. Dubba personal best is 45.07.
Oh, 45.07. All right. Yeah. So I stand corrected there. I'm interested to see what Warhol can do over a flat 4. 45.94 over hurdles. Your guess is as good as mine, Mannings, as to what he can do over a flat 4. Some persons are saying he could go sub 44. There are persons who are saying that with a couple of races, he could break the world record. I'm waiting to see. I'm not putting any limitations on this man. This man, as I said before, I call him Superman. For this race, I'm picking him to win this race. I'm thinking that he possibly could go 43.9 on this track. I'm gonna say Warhol winning 43.9, sub 44. Isaac McQuarrie for the silver medal, battling with Vernon Norwood. Will London. For me, it's a 3-way toss-up between Will London, Norwood, and Isaac McQuarrie.
Norman.
Yeah, Norman. Sorry, Norman. Norwood. Not Vernon Norwood. Not Norman. Not Norman. Not Norman.
Yeah,
Norman ran the 100 meter in Eugene.
Yeah, man. Vernon
Norwood. Yeah. 3-way toss-up for second, third, and fourth between Norwood, McQuarrie, and Will London. But I have Superman, Carson Warhol within this one in about 43.90.
All right, Coach Minzy.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I'm eager to see Warhol running the 400 for real. I certainly believe he can go sub 44. It's when you're running the 400 meters, the energy system that you train is the same as the 800 meters, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know the 800 meter has stepped up a notch in terms of its time as well, in terms of on the male side.
Mm-hmm.
But for Warholm to be running 45 in the 4 early, that shows he has great amount of speed. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
So I do believe that he can go sub 43, but to say that it will be running here, I'm kind of doubting that. I'm looking at 44 low, 44 1, 44 2. If he goes to 43, it have to be 43 9 thereabout.
So I guess Coach and I agree.
Yeah, man. So
No.
I'm really I'm doubting though that he will go to 43. I think I'm looking at about 44 low. But if he goes there, it's not going to be as fast as 43 9, 44, 43 8, 43 7. It has to be 43 9.
Well, I'm going to go a little different from you guys. I'm going to go with Isaac Makwala winning. And I'm saying 44 75. Somewhere out there. I don't think this 400 meters is competitive enough. It's going to be competitive enough to force the athletes. Like, I don't see anyone going out so fast to force them into 43s. So I'm going 44, 44, 70 something. That's right. And I'm going Isaac Makwala with Warholm second and closing. That's my prediction. I think sometimes, and one of the reasons that I think sometimes when you have to get blooded into like an event, and I think though he may have been doing Warholm may have been doing these events, I think you don't just come in and win over the people who are normally there. You need to be blooded in. And I think like this is him getting blooded into the flat 400, and he has to get a couple of defeats. Because maybe, I don't know, Coach Minzy, you can tell me this. Do people take the same strategy in terms of sprinting, easy on the corner, sprinting the backstretch when they are doing the 400 meters hurdles? Do they take that same strategy into a flat 4? Or is the approach in the flat 4 a little different, and he may not, have adjusted to that yet because he's a hurdles runner, and the strategy in the different portions of the 400 hurdles is different from the 400 flat.
Put it this way, Mullins. You might be onto something, but the only difference for Warholm now is that he's gonna be running without barriers. And I see Warholm run the 4 hurdles is just one script. Because
and Coach,
yeah.
Coach, that is why I said this man is Superman. If this man, this man runs at full tilt over hurdle, full chattel over hurdles with no limitations, man. I don't know. You could pick Makwala to beat him, man.
Exactly.
For me, he
Makwala has not been in shape.
Manins, I would sell my house and put my money on Warholm in this race.
Pioneer,
I cannot see him being beaten.
Pioneer, don't do that,
No, I'm not gonna do it. But I said, I'll tell this, Virgin. All right. And the only reason I'm not picking him to run something ridiculous is because I haven't seen him running any 400 meter. If this was maybe his second, maybe his third 400 for the year, with the form he's in over hurdles, this was probably his third 400 for the year. I would pick him to do something ridiculous like a 43-2 or something. The only reason I'm saying this,
Pioneer,
yeah,
that man run a world record 300 meter
this year too.
Yeah.
Earlier this year, yeah.
Right. So again, you can't. I don't believe the strategies that other 400 meter runners would have used as
managed. He does. This man has no limits, man.
Right. So you don't think he might go through a strategy running a first 200 and a second 200, or you do them in 4 100 meters. Me don't think he might go do that.
I can't see him
You
dying.
guys really think he's just going to go out and run, and that is
One
his style?
script.
I can't see him dying. No, I cannot see him dying down the home stretch either.
No, sir. One script.
And I said the only reason why I'm not picking him to run something really silly is because this is his first 400 for the season. That's why I'm conservatively and modestly saying 43-9, and that is a conservative and modest prediction from me.
Okay. So, and you can talk. What is happening?
All right,
Van
Mannings, I guess the only thing that is left for us to do is to go for the big one.
Yeah, man. Hold on. But what is happening with Pioneer? What is happening with
the big one, which is
Pioneer?
As you had mentioned Mannings earlier.
Pioneer.
Clearly?
Pioneer. All right.
Oh, I'm having a little problem with the internet.
Yeah, man.
Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna just give me a second. Let me get back.
Pioneer. All right. Pioneer not hearing us. Coach Minzy.
I'm not certain what is happening with Van Kirk. You know, I of course you know that he didn't do so well at the Olympic Games.
Yeah.
Because of injuries and all of these things, it was a good look to see him back in running in the Olympics, but it was a tough task for him to match up against those quality 400-meter runners. And you notice you don't have no exceptional times in the 400 this year. I think the layoff plus the preparation probably might not went the way that the athletes would have wanted. So you don't get no Tapanaris, quote unquote, times where the 400 is concerned.
And could it be also because some of the Americans opted to do like the 200 and 100 instead of the 4? Like I think some of the better Americans didn't do
only Fred Curley.
Yeah, well, true. Only Fred Curley.
Mm-hmm.
Only Fred Curley. Yeah. All right, Pioneer, we're just talking about Van Kirk, like what has been happening to him. But Coach Minzy says that it's just probably the year layoff from the sport may have affected him because.
Yeah, man. Injuries. He was because even he didn't. I don't think he fully recovered from his injuries. He had probably one good race for the season. He ran a 44.6, I think it was. But you can see based on how he looked in the Olympics that he has not fully recovered from the injuries. What race we're looking at on the screen here, man? I'm not seeing it clearly.
No, that we were just looking at the 400 meters.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the 400 meters. But we covered that. I think the other big event.
You were looking at the relay, but I was commenting that the female relay it's not one of note. It's just a couple of European teams here.
Yeah, man.
Switzerland has 2 teams, Great Britain. So there are no major contenders. I think Switzerland should win that easy because they have most of their big guns in that. But the big one that we want to look at is the big one. The highly anticipated women's 100 meter. The world record is the world record and is the world record on that threat in this race? Is it on? I noticed you have lined up the 3 Jamaicans beside each other. Shelly in 4, Sherika in between, and Ilian in 6. So it's Shelly 4, Sherika 5, Ilian in 6. Talu is in 3. Kambunji, who has been running really well, won the 200 meter in Eugene, is in 7. Daryl Nita is in 8. The other Olympic finalist, Del Ponte from Switzerland, is in lane 2, and Berghard from the Netherlands, who is the only person in this race who didn't make the Olympic finals, is in lane 1. We actually have
Pioneer.
7.
Berghard is from Germany.
Germany. What did I say? Which country I said?
Is that right? I think I said Switzerland, but it's Germany.
It's Germany. My bad.
Yeah.
She's in lane 1. Only person in this field that wasn't a part of the Olympic final. Let me allow Coach Minzy to go first on this one. Coach Minzy is before me even ask you about the order and the results. Is the world record on that threat in this race?
Yeah, man, I find. Yeah. All right, we find the mute button. When these ladies line up, certainly the world record is always under threat. With the form that Elaine is in, and she said it, that what we said the other day, Pioneer, that if the weather condition is good and the wind is good, she'll definitely get the world record. So she alluded to what we were saying the other day. So I am still sticking to that notion that if things go well, if the wind, I understand that the weather condition is not going to be that good.
Yeah, cold. It's gonna be a little cold in it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit cold. So obviously we know that the record then, based on that weather indicator, it might not go. But I am certainly looking for another fast time. Looking for 10-6 in this one this time around. I think Elaine will continue to on her winning streak. Shelly can beat her, but I mean, for me, it's about only about execution, but it's about holding that execution right to the line. Because of course, you know, Elaine has this mad top end speed that is crazy. So if Shelly wants to beat her, she has to go hard in terms of the holding out that form right through the end. You know what I mean?
Listen, I don't see anybody beating Elaine right now. I mean, because she's trying to go after the record. I find it hard to believe that somebody's going to beat her on present form. And also, I think we lost Coach Minzy. Coach Minzy, see if we can jump back in. Pioneer, right. I don't see how she loses because she is let me add back Coach Minzy. Because she's going, sorry about that, Coach Minzy.
Yeah, man, I may press the wrong button.
Right. So I don't see Elaine being beaten now because her goal is not just to win the race. Her goal is to go after the world record. And that means that all her races, even if she don't hit the world record, are going to be faster. And like I said, Shelly is an athlete that I was bringing, very good. But I don't see Shelly getting up into that speed zone that Elaine is in right now. I mean, Elaine would have to have a bad race, like a really bad race, and she rarely has bad races when she's in good health. In fact, I believe Shelly has had more bad races when she's in good health than Elaine. Because even when Shelly beats Elaine, when Elaine is in good health, it is by a neck, as they would say. When Elaine wins, she wins most times on a canter, away from the field and away from Shelly. So I don't think in the form that Elaine is in right now, and what she's trying to accomplish, there is an athlete out there that could possibly beat her right now. That may change if she tries after the record and don't get it. But right now, I don't see it happening. So I'm going Elaine. I'm going 1, 2, 3 for Jamaica in the same order that we have always done. Elaine, Shelly, and Sharika. Pioneer, we're not hearing you. Go ahead.
Yeah, Pioneer, mute.
No, man, he's not. Maybe I don't have him on mute.
But we're not hearing.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yes, so that's what I'm seeing, Coach Minzy. I think if Elaine were just trying to get some Diamond League races under her belt, it would be a different thing. But because she set her mind on going after this 10.49, that's at a different level. So even if she don't get the record and she goes 10.50 or 10.51 or 10.5, I don't see Shelly coming down there right now on present form. All right, Pioneer, we have you. Go ahead. No, we're still not hearing you, Pioneer. So you need to check what is going on your side. Yeah. So yes, Coach Minzy. So what say you?
Yeah, man, you're onto something there again. With the form that Elaine is in, that's what I'm saying, Shelly have to come good and hold that because when Elaine mad top end speed chip in, I worries,
Yeah.
So it's not gonna be that easy to beat her. Like I said, if she gets a bad run, Shelly might capitalize, but it's not gonna be so easy to beat her. With this vein of form that she's in, going after the world record, trust me. And I believe that Shelly is going to push her because if Shelly gets her bullet start as usual, Elaine will have to chase. And once Elaine chases, then it's gonna be that record.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now, Marlins?
Yeah, man. Loud and clear.
All right. So I go and go up on a limb again here now. And you see this one, if I get it right, how much stripe did you see I gave me earlier? One more stripe.
Yeah.
If I get this one,
you're not up to LA Lewis level yet. You're not the 7-star.
all right. So I'm
you're
gonna so
three
because
right now.
I'm gonna say so. This one more on 2 extra stripe for that one. If I get it there. All right, and this probably take me to 6 stripes. I'm probably gonna need 1 more stripe for each LA Lewis. So, all right, and I made this prediction before I saw the lane assignments this morning. All right, it's very interesting that Shericka Jackson is drawn between her two more illustrious Jamaicans, the two more illustrious Jamaican ladies. All right, I had predicted, and there's a couple of factors that has resulted in me making this prediction. I'm predicting Shericka Jackson to finish behind Elaine in this race. A couple of things. The traveling, Shelly is 34 years old. She ran a very hard race in Eugene. As I was saying before, she tried to hold off Elaine for as long as she possibly could in that race. If you looked at it, that 10.73 was a hard run 10.73. She held her farm for maybe 65, 70 meters. Upright, straight, trying to make sure her front side mechanics was perfect. And when Elaine caught her at about 70 meters, she started coming apart a little bit. Didn't fall apart completely, but that race for me is gonna have a wear on her body. 4 or 5 days ago, that's a very hard race to run. Shericka is obviously the younger and stronger athlete than Shelly. And the fact that she's drawn in the middle of both of them, she'll get pulled along with the start. All the other races that she has run third, she has either been to the left or to the right. She's dead center between both leads. I think they will pull her along. I think Elaine, based on what we heard about the weather being cool, the track is fast. I'm expecting Elaine to go. If Elaine gets a start, let me say this, if Elaine gets a start, the world record could very, very well go. All right, I'm expecting Shelly to get her bullet start. I'm expecting Elaine to be out, but Shericka Jackson will be drawn along, and I'm expecting Elaine to win, Shericka Jackson to come second, and of course Shelly to come third. But there's a possibility that somebody else could edge out Shelly for the third place. But I'm definitely picking Shericka Jackson to beat Shelly and Fraser for the first time in the 100 meter in this meet in Lausanne. Now, Mannings, if I get that one right, I need my 2 stripes.
I don't think any stripes are there for that.
No, man, come on.
For Shericka to come second, there's no stripes for that.
No, she has never beaten Shelly. So I'm picking her to beat Shelly for the first time in this meet in Lausanne.
I could see that happening because Shelly has been running a whole lot and she's all that. That's not no. Okay. I don't think that's a major. If you tell me now that both of them going to beat Elaine and that happens.
No. I'm being realistic. With the form that Elaine is in, unless her Achilles acts up, I'm not expecting her to be beaten for the rest of the season. Neither over 100 or 200 meters.
Here you go.
I'm not expecting Elaine, but I'm saying, for me, the Elaine, as I said, I picked it before I saw the Elaine draw, and since I've seen the Elaine draw, I am more convinced that Shericka Jackson is going to beat Shelly today in this 100 meters. So for me, it's Elaine, Shericka, possibly Shelly, but there's a possibility that somebody could squeeze out Shelly for the third place.
Coach Minzy. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, man, I said my word already, you know. Elaine is going to win. The second, third, and fourth, and fifth, and sixth, and seventh, and eighth. Not really my concern right now.
I said that is scramble coach. It showed up in a year and it for.
Yeah, man. If it was like a global meet now, I'd probably try and predict, you know, those other positions. But for me, I definitely want to see Elaine go up against that world record. But the condition might not. So I'm looking for another 10-6. If she go below the 10-6, it is because Shelly get a bullet start and she have to chase Shelly. Which, of course, we know her superior top end speed will chip in. In my field, another term that we use for the top end speed is she decelerates slower than the other competitors. So when they start to decelerate and she runs past them, persons might say that, yeah, top end. Yeah, it is called top end, but because they start to decelerate after they have hit top speed, they decelerate quicker than her. So that's what Elaine has, and that is as a result of her being much stronger. Her speed endurance is far superior than theirs. So definitely that is going to be a factor. So I'm looking for a 10-6 though.
10-6.
If the condition change, she's gonna push.
Yeah, I saw Elaine yesterday saying, I think she was at training, saying that, you know, she hoped the conditions yesterday were just like today, alluding to the fact that it wasn't cold, but it was cool. Okay. Right? So that's what she said yesterday. So I'm hoping that I don't know if the weather has changed since today.
Cool is not good. Cool is not good for sprinters, though, in the mornings. Hot is good for sprint. Hot weather is good for sprint.
Yeah, but I figure what she was saying is that she prefers it being cool than being cold. I think she was trying to make that distinction. If I understood right.
But even cool is not too good for sprinting. You know what I say? I agree with coach. I am saying 10-6 based on just the weather conditions. I predicted maybe 10-6-4, 10-6-5 thereabout. I agree. I agree with coach that if the conditions get a little bit warmer and the wind condition, the wind, like I said, they get a favorable tailwind. We could see something. We could see 10-5, or we could see something special. But my as I said, my out of the box pick is Sharika for second, possibly running a PB, but definitely second place.
All right, Coach Menzies, anything you want to say, because those are the races we're covering. I remember all your prediction, and I'm telling you, you know, we have our JPL preview show at 2 today, and then at 6 we have the EPL banter show where, you know, Arsenal just dropped 6-0 yesterday, so nobody can talk to me. So at 6 o'clock I'll be up in all my glory, and at that time I'll have all the results. And let me tell you, I hope you get your picks right. I hope you get your picks right. You understand me? I hope we all got yeah, I really hope so. So hope we get the picks right for that, and then at that time I can discuss them. But anything you want to say in closing, Coach Mins, anything you want to share, any other athlete you want to highlight, any other Jamaican at the Diamond League that we may not have mentioned that you want to you want to highlight, or and then I'll go to Pioneer as well.
Yeah, man. I definitely want to hope that the athletes will finish injury free, every single one from whatever country they are in, because we like when all athletes are up and running so that the competition can be good. Another event that we left out was a triple jump.
Yeah, man. I was just about to say that, Coach. Wow.
Yulimar Rojas, a fine athlete, I believe, in my estimation. Shanika Ricketts would want to bounce back from her 4th place finish at the Olympic Games. And Kimberly Williams is also in that one. So just before the Olympics, Shanika had beaten Rojas. So I think that she wants to you know, deal with it. She rebound from that, you know what I mean? And go for another, well, go for her first jump over 15 meters. I think that has eluded her a lot. But I think that she if she's in good nick and she's hungry, then I do believe that she can take this one. But Yulimar is a base in the event, so she's gonna be very difficult to beat.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my take on that one.
Yeah, Pioneer.
Yeah, man. I apologize for that. We had forgotten to mention the triple jump. I'm expecting some good performances from Ricketts. Kimberly Williams is also in that. When coach mentioned the victory that Ricketts had over Roas, it was I think it was enabled by the Diamond League format where there's a jumper.
Yeah, which I believe is stupid.
The top three has a jump off. Even though Roas had had a better jump on the day than Ricketts. In the jump off, Ricketts actually registered a jump. I think Rojas had a no jump and Ricketts won as a result. I think Ricketts might want to get one up to kind of soothe her disappointment of not medaling at the Olympics. She was one of the persons who many Jamaicans had picked for medal. She was actually on the totem pole. She was actually picked also by the international pundits to medal in the triple jump. She failed. A little bit disappointing for her. So she should want some redemption today. That is another good event. Further afield though, there's a quick turnaround for Diamond Leagues, as we mentioned earlier. Paris Diamond League is on Saturday. Again, we'll be seeing the three big Jamaican ladies in the 100 meter. The Paris track for me is not as fast as the Lausanne track or the Eugene track. I think Shelley might have her best race of the season in Paris. I think this might be like a warm-up race for Shelley, and we could see something from Shelley in Paris. But Paris, there's a quick turnaround again, as I say, after today, then Saturday in Paris, and then next week, Brussels comes up next week, midweek next week. So, like coach, I'm wishing all our athletes well. A health, injury-free meet, and continue flying the Jamaican flag high, and continue bringing, excitement to us track and field fans,
Yeah. All right. Let me just say this. Listen, I think if Elaine hits the record today, she's not gonna run Saturday. I think what happens in Paris on Saturday, it really depends on what happens in this race today. Because I think if for any reason she hits that record, she's going to pull out at the Saturday and probably run in Brussels. I think too much hype, adrenaline, and celebration, she would not be able to participate in the Paris Diamond League. That's part of one of my predictions, that it could change how the rest of the Diamond League goes from here. Because I think this is the race that she's going to take a real shot at it. And I think for some reason, I believe like Shelly and Sharika want to push her in this race. I think like they have like me personally, though they're not in the same camp, I think they have spoken and said to her, listen, we are going to push you, we're coming after you as a means of encouraging her to go after this record. I don't want to call it a conspiracy, but I think they're conspiring with Elaine to push her to break this at this particular meet. And if they do it, they could just change up how the rest of the Diamond League goes in terms of races that they are in. Like I could see Sharika say, okay, you break that already, I'm going to do the 200 and probably go to the two. Like I could see those things happening and those changing. That's my thought, but I agree with most of your things. I also felt like, I don't know if I had Ricketts as one of my medalists, but I think the people who beat her, was there one who she was really better than in terms of jumps? Because first place and second place were jumps that I don't think crickets have ever jumped that can I know at least for first and second place. She has
Second got 15 meters also.
and she has never gone up to 15 meters.
No, but she was poised to go 15 meters. Everything that she was doing in the season said that she could go 15 meters.
I don't know if I don't know about.
I think she had a big jump that was also a no jump. As I said, I think she's up for some redemption, man. That she's up for some redemption today.
Yeah.
And like you, I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Jamaican ladies. I don't know if I want to use conspiracy. If you want to say it's a good conspiracy, but I think there's a camaraderie that has been built. You know, since post Olympics, we see it with the ladies. I think they travel together, and we're seeing it we saw it in the press conference yesterday with Shelly and Elaine, and it's a good look coming on the back of what was deemed to be some amount of tension after the 100-meter finals in the Olympics. I'm liking the unity that I'm seeing amongst Jamaican ladies. It's a good look for the future. I think Shelly has kind of resigned herself now to the fact that Elaine is the superior athlete right now. And I think she's prepared to play that supporting role, as you say, and probably trying to push Elaine for the record. If she's a part of the race and if she registers a really good time, that will go a long way in, enhancing her legacy also. Considering that when you hear them being mentioned on the international circuit, it's more along the lines of the Jamaican trio, or the trio of Jamaican ladies, or the Jamaican sweep. They are now being almost spoken of as a combo. And I think that augurs well for all three. And I'm liking the camaraderie I'm seeing amongst the ladies.
And Elaine mentioned if it weren't for the ladies, then she wouldn't have achieved that run. And I think though all the ladies would have been a part of it in the race, but I think more so she's making reference of the Jamaicans.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Listen, thank you guys so much for your
By
time.
the way, before you close, you can tell the folks where they can watch it. Some persons are checking out,
Oh, go ahead now, Coach Minzy. Give them some of the places.
I'm not certain if it is going to be on Flow Sports. Normally,
it is.
Yeah,
it is going to be on Flow Sports. Actually, I'm looking at my TV now and they're making mention. They have made a mention a couple of times since morning.
But there are some other websites that pioneer where you normally, because I think the Diamond League also comes on YouTube. If you
it is normally streamed live on YouTube.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
So you can also there's also once it starts at I think at 2:00 Jamaican time.
1:00 Jamaican time.
1 o'clock.
Right, 1:00. You can just type in live Diamond League and it brings you, and you watch all the races there on YouTube. It's also on the Flow Sport channel or app if you have that. If you have the app on your phone, you can watch it from your phone as well. Those are the two best options I believe. Yeah, man. People, remember, check out the coach's desk. Oh, Coach Benzi, he's over there. I know he's in preparation now for his triple treat. That is a Friday show, a show that starts on Friday. Friday evening 7:10, Saturday evening 7:10, and Sunday evening 7:10. There are a lot of things happening in terms of football, and we're going to touch some of them later today. That the whole FIFA situation and the clubs with releasing players for World Cup. So a lot of things happening. So check out Coach's Desk with Coach Minzy. He also has his the Coach's Desk merchandise that you can also want to purchase your mugs, your t-shirts, your caps, all of those things. What else do you have, Coach? You have cars?
Not yet.
The production line is coming. They're coming from Germany soon. They're on the production line.
Yeah, man. Respect, Mannings, man.
Yeah, man. Someone asked me if anyone have and if anyone got live link without account needed. That's you don't need an account. You don't need an account to watch it on YouTube.
No, man. YouTube is just a live. Just go to YouTube. Just put in Lausanne Diamond League on YouTube, and you'll get probably several different feeds.
Yeah, and that's normally live. And like I said, it's on Flo Sports, and if you have the Flo Sports app on your phone, you can just go in the App Store, and once you have Flo Sports, if you're at work and you have the app, once you have your Flo account, you get the app for free. And so, yeah, man. But thanks, also Pioneer. I remember your prediction, Coach Minzy. I remember your predictions. You guys like to banter me when Arsenal lose. So I hope for your sake, your predictions are accurate, or else you shall be hearing about it.
No, man. Sometimes we're wrong, man. But we stand resolute.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
analyze and predict based on our knowledge of the sport, and they're what they are. They are predictions. That is why the races are run. And like anything else in life, sometimes there's deviation from the expected. And like the weather, sometimes it's unpredictable. So you never know, you know.
Yeah. And then for all the cricket people, just know that the CPL, the first game of the CPL, is also going on with Trinidad and Tobago Knight Riders playing against the Amazon Warriors. So that is going on as well. So a lot of sporting, and then the Barbados Trident will be playing the St. Kitts and the Nevis Patriots later this evening as well. So again, thank you so much, everyone. Somebody's saying, let me just see if I can. I'm trying to watch it on YouTube, but nothing showing. It doesn't start until 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. So I think so. Normally the YouTube feed starts at like 10 minutes after
5
the
minutes.
actual.
5 or 10 minutes before the time.
No, man. Normally it starts after. And normally notice that when it starts after the
There are
actual.
some feeds that you can pull up, and it actually has a countdown where it tells you 10 minutes to meet, and it starts counting down from 10 minutes, 5 minutes. And there are some other feeds that actually start broadcasting like maybe a few minutes after the actual meet starts. But I've been a part. I've watched Diamond League and YouTube channels that actually there's a countdown, sometimes a half an hour, sometimes 10 minutes, sometimes 5 minutes countdown time to the actual Diamond League, and then it starts broadcasting.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Remember, people, before you go, hit the like button. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. So for the cricket fans out there, just know that the Amazon Warriors in their 20 overs made 142 for 7. Trinidad and Tobago looking for 143 to win after 18 overs. They are 111 for 7, needing 6.67 of the last 2 overs. Really? Yeah, no, man. Their run rate, well, they need 32 of 12 balls with 3 wickets in hand. Again, thank you so much, Coach Minzy. Enough respect, Pioneer.
Yeah, man.
Enough respect. All the subscribers, all the persons watching, all the persons who made a comment, a lot of love, a lot of respect. Listen, enjoy the rest of your day.
I am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over air. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over air. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know the game play, that me not say it. If me never seen a game, me not know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment. Let me know what your thoughts are.
Yo, watch about dog, SK New heard this. The body out there, Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Ocherase, Galtigo Bay, everywhere. I Am Sure Sports, check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like? Ha! Yeah, someone on for the food from young, from where they knee height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.